So I'm going to show you guys how I introduced a prong collar to this dog, Rio. First of all, do not go out and buy a prong collar without the help of a trained professional. So he is about 5-6 months. He's a young shepherd mix dog. The reason why I decided to put a prong collar on him was when we pulled him out of the play area, he was almost like to the point of already passing out when we put the slip lead on him, when he was kind of running against it. It did not register at all. So I needed a little bit of an extra boundary for him. So I let it hang kind of low on him, and I start to just introduce him to the cycle of when you feel pressure, come back to me and you'll get a reward. As he goes towards the door, like a wild bucking bronco, he hits the end of this pressure point here, and he's like, here, yes. And he redirects to me, okay? So that's what I want to teach him.
So reward the second he turns around.
Yes, yes. I'm going to at least acknowledge, like, yes, good boy.
Yep.
Good boy. Because I want to make the boundary, like, give it something to do. Like, it's positive because he's like, oh, okay, I know what to do now. Here. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Here. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good. Good boy. So he's really pushing. So there's a few things I start to kind of utilize it for. So I utilized it for the jump there, and then he did that secondary jump, and I just didn't correct him again because there was no verbal marker on my point. So I start to condition that a little later. My main focus with him is that when he hits the end of the leash, he can look back or redirect at me. Right now, like very, very basic. And I let him be very sloppy on the leash because it's his first like 5 seconds of this. So you'll see the progression over time. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good. See if he jumps again. Sit. Yes, good boy. So now I'm counter conditioning the jumping with the sit. Good boy. No. Good boy. Sit. Yes. Suddenly he knows. Good boy. Leave it. Here. Yes, sit. Yes, good boy. You can do it. Okay. Sit. Sit. Good. And I'm not going to be too hard on him with the basic obedience stuff because that is also something we're layering in this session. So I am going to give him a few times to just kind of like, I don't know, work it through his brain.
What is the main mission of this session?
For him, the main mission is to teach a boundary. So if I say no or that he at least will look to me for engagement, and B, his basic walking skills, and we're going to try to teach him place. Okay? So all of this is like, it happens really fast, but it's super important, especially like first developing a relationship with him. Here, bud. Yes, good boy. Oh. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Oh, bless you. Sit. Yes. And then can you, for me, I'm so sorry, I keep saying I need vision. Go to the fridge and grab the turkey. It should be like just right in a baggie on like the second shelf. And the fridge is right where we were. Okay, cool. Thank you. Here. Yes. Sit. Yes, good boy. Smart man. So smart, dude. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Yes, good boy. Nice. This is going to be good. So he's picking up really, really fast.
Definitely.
So again, this is Rio's very first session with me. I don't know anything as far as what they've been working on at home other than his naughty behavior. So with the prong, I don't go like disciplining him for everything. There are times where I kind of let him get away from me and trail around. I just want to have that extra layer of communication for him when he gets out of hand. Okay, so I'm going to wait till he's not like, I don't want to catch him super off guard. Yes, here, yes, good. So like here. Yes, good. And I'm going to reward too. So again, counter conditioning. Good. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good. Good. I know, sound is that. Always get some. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good. Good. Yes, good. Sit. Yes, good. So he's trailing behind, which is just fine. He doesn't have to be perfect. I just don't want him to be like, in front. We're going to do this, and then I'm going to step out into the lobby with him, okay? Because when you change the environment, they tend to reset. But we're, good boy, good choice. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. Oh, buddy. Good boy. Good man. I know. We'll work on the head stuff. He doesn't like that. That's okay. We'll get there.
You touching his head?
Mm-hmm. And the collar. Because he probably associates that at home with like, oh, they're going to catch me. I better run away. Let's go. Yes. Good. 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 Good boy. Good boy. Sit. Yes. Good boy. So now he's also associating that sound too, so I don't even really have a problem, which is awesome. Wait. So now that I've kind of instilled this language with him, I'm using a lot of like positive reinforcement when he's getting it right. I do some like corrective noises, I guess, my like or no, when he is like about to mess up. I don't want to catch him like as he's messing up. Sometimes it happens because with puppies, they're just a little messy and they're figuring it out. But I really want to catch Rio before he gets way too overextended. Rio gets pretty out of control really fast. So I want to kind of catch him before he gets ahead of himself so I could keep him in this like calm state where I can just guide him through situations. So what I start to do is going in and out of the doorway of the lobby, which is an exciting thing. Going out to the lobby is very exciting for the dogs because they use this space to come in and out of the daycare. So I first started with like going in and out of the doorway, and then I am just kind of walking him around, and he does amazing. So I want to observe with you guys when we have this language instilled in him now, when he does have those moments where he almost gets excited or messed up. So like right here, Amy, he knows, who was working with him, he went to kind of like go greet her and get excited, and he like leaned into the leash, and I didn't want to, he started to kind of like, well, I want to go that way. But with that pressure exercise, when he was doing that lean in, he then like released and then came to me, which is awesome. So then I start to do it with the doorway out. He has a big drive for the door. Most dogs do any doorway. So I want you to see what happens when Amy goes to leave. It's really, really good for him.
This way. Have a good one. Bye.
Yes, good boy. So good. So good. So good, buddy. So good. So that was really good for him. So in that moment, he had the choice to go and get excited and follow Amy through the door. Like he had that moment of consideration, but on his own, he turned and looked back to come with who was holding the leash, which is epic for a dog like him. So then we have a situation that enters the lobby, and I want you to see how he does. Sit. Yes, good boy. So good. Go ahead and ring the doorbell for me. You can do it, buddy. Hey, hey. Sit. Yes, good boy. You're doing so good. So good. Leave it. Good boy. Good boy. Good. You're doing so good, big man. You're doing so good. Sit. Good boy. Good. 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 So a little bit of the shepherd right now. He's like, leave it. Yes, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Right here. Good. Sit. Yes, good job, big dude. Good job. So I knew with kind of the intensity of the situation, that little beagle looking at him and the owner going to exit after that, I knew if I were to get up and move, he kind of would get up and disengage as well. So I wanted to like utilize that moment to signify to him like whatever is going on. I know it's exciting. That puppy was just here and now she's leaving and now we're moving. We still have to stay engaged with me. So that was a really, really difficult thing for him, and he totally nailed it. And the sit for him was really good through that, just so he didn't have to worry about what to do. Yes, good boy. Good boy. So he picked up on the texture there. That's what I was looking for. Good. Wait. Will you approach the gate? Good. No. Yes. Good. Wait. Good. Will you do this? So I have Miss Amanda kind of pass in between us and break that engagement almost by passing by. And you can see he gets a little insecure. He's like, I need to get up and see what's going on. So the last pass she does, he remains seated, so I reward him. And then I also have her sit down. So most dogs look at us sitting down as an invitation. So then I go to sit down. So every time I sit down, like you can't see out of camera, he kind of gets up and moves towards. So my mission for him is that he'll stay on the place and we can sit down, and it's real basic right now, but in theory we want to be able to sit down when we're eating, when we're, doing whatever it is that we just need our dog to kind of be parked in a spot. So I start to build the target with him by tossing cookies over there. I want the picture for him to look like if I tell you to go over there, you go on your own. So he starts to pick it up pretty good. He starts to hang out there. He gets really good at the sit from a distance while I'm seated. And then once he gets that down, I do release him and reward him and give him lots of pets. And then I signal him to go back over there. And then in our last few moments, he totally nails it. He gets over there and then is like, oh, I should sit here. So I kind of end it pretty easy for him and just do a basic fundamental exercise. This one's really helpful to calm your dog if they're getting really wild and they know place. It gives them a task and it gives them just kind of a duty It's like go there and sit and wait and calm down a little bit. Like they're totally good. And then he's not the best hunting dog when he loses cookies in the blanket. But I just wanted to show you guys like the process of like, this is a dog who had no boundaries at all, and it was really getting in the way of his learning process. He's got these super sharp teeth that when he jumps and he grabs you, it's kind of a pain. So I wanted to get him just like very clear with a boundary or a consequence with the prong collar. And like you could see throughout the session, he's just kind of like, oh, finally, someone's speaking my language. And like that understanding for him is like, he's so attentive. It's so much clearer for him. And we do a lot of the positive reinforcement. Like that's the main thing I do with him. But if he goes to get too overextended where he's going to like run and push and pull and cause himself harm, I have the prong collar layered in so that it can kind of act as a brake system. So he doesn't go flying down the highway, so to speak. So overall, really, really good. Again, do not go out and get a prong collar for your dog without working with a trainer. Or having them assessed if it's the right option for you. Okay, every dog is different, and every dog's training has special needs and special systems that they may need. But this guy, I knew he could probably take it because he's a tough one, and yeah, so it really worked for him. So overall, just wanted to show that to you guys, and wherever you're watching this from, I hope you're having a great day. If you have any questions, you know how to reach me, and I will talk to you soon.